Hey everyone, welcome to my beginner's tutorial for the Rubik's Cube. Together, we'll learn how to tackle the twisting, turning world of this infamous toy. In no time, you'll have one leg up on the puzzle game world. But before we get started, it's important to know a few things. If you're a human, solving a Rubik's Cube will have multiple steps, and each step will have one or more algorithms. Algorithms are basically a series of turns that achieve a specific goal. They are written with a special notation as shown here on the screen. Take your time, pause the video if you have to, and learn this notation. It will make things a whole lot easier later on. Beyond algorithms and notation, I will also be using certain terms to refer to the pieces on the Rubik's Cube. In short, there are corner pieces, edge pieces, and center pieces. With that being said, let's get on to the tutorial. Step 1 is the white cross. The objective is to build a plus sign shape on the white face with all the white edge pieces in the correct position. Now, at this stage of the process, the cube starts out completely unsolved. There are way too many possibilities to account for and way too many algorithms that would have to be learned. It's best here to figure out the step yourself and get acquainted with the Rubik's Cube. One good tip is to go white edge piece by white edge piece, getting them into place before starting the next. And don't worry about how long it takes. This is all about getting comfortable. I promise the next steps are a lot more direct. If you're paying attention to the video above, you can see I'm doing just as described earlier. I'm going white edge piece by white edge piece. I'm not concerned about the order. All I'm concerned about is that they're getting into position and not messing up any other pieces that are in position. This is what the cube should look like when this step is complete. Step 2 is the white corners. With the white edges in place, the white corners are going to follow. There are 3 main cases to account for, and each has its own algorithm. This is where that notation comes into play. These are the 3 cases with their corresponding algorithms. For these standard cube diagrams, the red side is the F layer, the blue side is the R layer, and the white is the U layer. Note the white is always on top and the corner piece is always on the bottom right of the F layer. While performing the algorithm, hold the cube so the F layer is facing your front and the U layer is facing up. Do not change this orientation of the cube. Here I demonstrate the 3 cases in the order they appeared on the slide with the diagrams. Note how I keep the orientation of the cube constant. This is one more corner case that exists outside of the main 3, called a fringe case. It happens when a corner is already in the white layer but is twisted or in the wrong spot. To fix it, perform any of the 3 corner algorithms, to kick it into the D layer, then reorient it on the F face as normal, and then perform the correct algorithm. Step 3 is to finish the first 2 layers. With the white face now complete, we are going to put the middle layer edge pieces into position. There are only 2 cases, but they are mirror versions of each other. Here, it's especially important to pay attention to the color patterns in the standard cube diagrams. Make sure the white face is now on the bottom and you're using the correct left-hand or right-hand algorithms. And remember above all the rules for algorithms still apply and will apply for the rest of the tutorial. A good way to know which algorithm to use is to first take the middle layer edge piece and match it to a center piece, as done in the standard cube diagrams. Then you want to determine if the middle layer edge piece has to be rotated clockwise to the right or counterclockwise to the left to be in the correct position. If it must be rotated clockwise to the right, use the right-hand algorithm, and if it must be rotated to the left, use the left-hand algorithm. And here I use the left-hand algorithm because the edge piece must be rotated counterclockwise to the left on the F layer to be in position. This is a fringe case for the second layer step. It happens when a middle layer edge piece is already in the middle layer but is twisted or in the wrong spot. The first thing to do is to kick it back up into the U layer. Here I used the previous right-hand algorithm to put a different edge piece into the spot it was incorrectly occupying. Then I reoriented the middle layer edge piece per the standard cube diagrams and performed the corresponding algorithm. Step 4 is the yellow cross. Here we will build the same plus sign shape from step 1, but this time on the yellow side of the cube. Unlike step 1, we will only focus on having the yellow color of the yellow edge touch the yellow centerpiece. The other colors on the edge pieces do not matter. For this step there are 3 cases to know: the L, the line, and the dot. Note how for all these cases, the white face is still on the bottom. Here I demonstrate the 3 examples, starting with the line. Note how the line will always be held parallel to your body on the U layer. For the L case, note how the L will always be in the upper left of the cube. For the dot case, any orientation in the U layer works, it's all symmetric. But here, we will perform either an L or a line algorithm, which will result in a line or an L case respectively. Then reorient the U layer per the standard cube diagrams and perform the corresponding algorithm. Step 5 is the yellow corners. Here we will flip the yellow corners so the yellow face will be complete. For this step there are 7 possible cases, but we only need to worry about 2. This is because either of the 2 algorithms, for those 2 cases we need to know, can be repeated until one of the 2 cases is actually present. Making it even easier, these cases and these algorithms are in fact mirror versions of each other. We just need one case that has the 4 edge pieces and 1 corner piece already facing up. In this first example, my corner case has 0 corners facing up, so I use the right-hand algorithm, because I'm right-handed and it's easier, to cycle through corner cases until I get one that only has 1 corner piece pointing up. In this instance, I get the right-hand symmetry, so I use the right-hand algorithm one more time to solve it. In this example, I started with 2 corners facing up, So I continued using the right-hand algorithm to cycle through corner cases. The resultant case was left-hand symmetric this time, so to finish the yellow layer off, I performed the left-hand algorithm. Step 6 is split into two parts. While the yellow face is one color, the yellow pieces are still not in the right place. The first part here will move the corners into the right positions. There is one algorithm for this step. We are looking for headlights, which will basically be yellow corners oriented such that the colors match on the yellow face and one non-yellow face. Perform the algorithm with the yellow face still on top, but put the headlights on the B layer or in the back. Do not orient as in the standard cube diagram. If there are no headlights to begin, as in this example, perform the algorithm as if there were and you will get headlights. From there, solve as normal. As you can see, after performing the algorithm once, we now have headlights. So we will put those in the back, and we will perform the algorithm one more time, just like normal, to solve the corners. Step 6 Part 2 will move the edges into the right positions. There is one algorithm for this step. This time we're looking for bars, or a row of yellow pieces that are the same color on the yellow face and a non-yellow face. This includes two corners and one edge piece. Perform this algorithm per the standard cube diagram with the bar in the back and the yellow still on the top. If there is no bar to begin, perform the algorithm as if there was and you should get one. From there, place the bar in the back and solve as normal. You'll see here in this example I started off with no bar, so I performed the algorithm once and got one. I then proceeded to put it in the back and solve it like normal.
I mean, look at us. We work like dogs all day, we drink, and then we work like hungover dogs. Is this really how you pictured your life?
If you have a bar, you put it in the back, perform the algorithm, but the cube is still not solved. Keep the bar in the back and perform the algorithm one more time to finish the cube. And just like that, you've solved the Rubik's Cube. Congratulations! You've done something very few people in the world can do and opened a door to a whole new world. Keep practicing and challenging yourself to solve it faster and faster, or maybe try tackling the 4x4, this pyramid style one, or whatever the hell this is. Who knows? Maybe one day you'll be able to solve the Guinness World Record Rubik's Cube. It's a crazy 33 by 33 by 33 tiles. But for now, thanks for watching and remember to use this knowledge responsibly.